Why would you use a topper? Well, you might use it if you've not even heard of them before, but I think a lot of our listeners, watchers, are probably understand what the toppers are, but they're really good for on an old mattress. If you were, it just puts a bit of a padding across the top of your mattress, and it helps you to like rejuvenate an old mattress. It can just bring a bit of life into it for a bit more, so that you get a bit more life out of it. Or if you've got a new mattress and it's a little bit uncomfortable or something, you can put a topper on it. It can sort of help you. You might even use it only for a period of time until the mattress runs in, or until you get used to the new mattress even. So there's many different uses you can use it for, but it's just a top on the mattress. It's got a fitted skirt on it, so it's like a fitted sheet, and it fits around the mattress. But this will stretch to about 50 centimetres, so you'll get a 40 centimetre mattress, or you might even get a 45 centimetre mattress with a 5 centimetre under tuck, but that's probably, we usually recommend 10 centimetres tuck, but if that's what you've got, it'll probably work still. This is also, it's microfiber fill. It's got a 5 centimetre gusset, so the padding on top is about 5 centimetres, and it's 1,000 GSM wadding, so it's 1,000 grams per square metre, and it's got a cotton Japara cover. The cover's cotton Japara, so it stops the fibres seeping out that nice cotton Japara. So
she said, no, I've never used a topper. Maybe when I get a new mattress, then I'll get one. Which, we do have.
You may not necessarily need it on a new mattress, but if you do, if they can be beneficial,
So what we do find is sometimes people, they find that after sleeping on a mattress for 20 years, they actually like a little bit more of the sinking in, like the older mattress feel, where it's more like, so say you bought a firmer mattress originally and then it's lost its firmness over time and you like the softer feel. You go back to the mattress store and you say, well, I bought a firmer mattress, so that's what I like. And then it gets home and then it's not as soft.
It's not as soft, yeah.
So we find sometimes people like that, they go and grab one of our toppers, because instead of going and buying another mattress and getting a softer one, this one is a good one to the toppers are a good way to kind of break in your new firm mattress, if that makes sense. So, it's good. No, I haven't used them before. My mattress is getting a bit old. Do you think this would make a difference?
Yeah, it probably it can do, particularly if you're not sleeping well, or if you, well, we don't like saying this too much, but sometimes if you've got some aches and pains, a mattress can sometimes, a topper can sometimes just give you a bit more support. It can just help a little bit. This is our experience. Like, we've experienced this. It's not medical advice. There's none. That's just that's just not what we're saying. This is not a medical device. It's not that. But we have found our experience, personal experience, is that if you're having a bit of an ache and you put a topper on it, just give you a bit of support, and it can just help a bit. But that may not work for everybody. So
and it's one of those things where like, you guys have spoken about how you guys have had a topper in the past. And sometimes you put it on, sometimes you don't, just depending on how you feel. And Mary's she's gone from not having a topper and having an older mattress, and then to having a topper. And you said that you quite enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, comfier, like a cushion.
Yeah. That's probably a good way to say it as well. Like, it's an extra layer of cushioning, like, underneath you. So
people often say it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Yeah. And we just had Jen McDonald and Jody start talking about how mattresses are so expensive at the moment. Jody's been looking around, and Jen McDonald said, it's pretty crazy. She just got one recently, and the cheapest was around $1,000.
Wow.
Which, at the
moment, so
$1,000 is not much. Like, it's a lot of money for a lot of people. So it's
Well, compared to these,
that's right.
This isn't a mattress, so it's not going to do a mattress job, but it just might give you what you need, especially if you're in an old mattress. It might just give you some support.
Yeah,
it just might work.
Yeah,
with the caravan size, the queen size.
Yeah, it looks like she's come back and said that she's got a queen size caravan, which is a pretty nice caravan, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So our queen topper would fit. It depends on how thick the mattress is. It might be because the skirt it's a polyurethane, or I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but it stretches. So it just may be. If it's a really thin mattress, you might find that there's a bit of tucking involved, but the top section will fit and be the right size. So
yeah. I did actually have a look at this. Someone on the live chat today asked me what the construction of the walls of the skirt was for our mattress protectors range.
That would be the same stuff.
And it's a cotton, supposedly it's a cotton knit. That's the stretchy fabric.
Yes, and you've reminded me now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like jersey or like a t-shirt where it's a bit stretchy. So it's not woven. It's a knit, so it gives you a bit of a flex and stretch. That's what creates the stretch. So
yeah. And Leanne, she's just come back and said if it has an elastic skirt with good elastic, then it might tuck under. And yeah, Leanne, I'd reckon that it would be perfectly fine for you.
It'd probably be fine. Yeah.
And Odette, she mentioned that she's got a protector but not a topper, which would be an interesting thing actually for you just to talk about for a little second. What's the difference between a protector and a topper? Maybe hop into the camera frame a little bit more and let everyone know.
Well, they basically operate the same. They fit the same. They have the fitted skirt the same, but a protector would be is obviously really thin. They often are quilted. Some are waterproof, and some of the old terry toweling with like a plastic. That's probably old school. They're a bit better nowadays.
Yeah.
The waterproof ones, but then the non-waterproof are slightly quilted, but they're not quilted as much as the toppers are. The toppers have got the 5 centimetre depth, whereas protectors don't.
Yeah.
The topper with the 5 centimetre, it can operate like a protector. Obviously, it will. It'll just like a quilted mattress protector protects the mattress. A topper, which is thicker, it will protect the mattress as well, because there's even more wadding in there to stop damage coming through. So it's you can use the topper as a protector as well. But it's harder to wash. Michelle just said it's harder to wash. It'll fill your machine up. You've probably got to have a pretty big washing machine, especially if you've got a very big bed. It take a bit longer to dry and things like that. So, but it wouldn't be a waterproof one, of course, but it'll be like the normal quilted protector. It can operate the same way.
Yep. If anyone's got any questions about that, then there you go.
Yep.
There's an answer.
Fire away. I meant to ask that at the beginning. If you've got questions, fire away. Ask them. Ask throughout the show. Anytime. You can just email us or whatever. We'll gladly help. So
we did have Leanne just ask a question saying, does the topper make the bed hot?
I don't think so.
So
it's
from my research, unless you had something to say, from my research is if you're a hot sleeper, you kind of want to avoid as many polyester or plastic kind of it's not plastic, but polyester or non-natural fibers from touching your skin or just being on your bedding in general. So that's why we would recommend, cotton sheets, cotton quilt covers, light breathable quilts themselves, even opting just for a cotton blanket in summer sometimes.
Yep.
So toppers can make your bed hot just because they are filled with microfiber.
The polyester,
yeah, which is a man-made fiber. However, our mattress topper in particular has a cotton cover, so it's got that breathability, but there's just that little bit of...
There's the polyester in there that can do it. And it also depends on what your mattress anyway is made of. I know latex can be very hot. Big, heavy latex mattresses or pillows, they can be warm, but we're now talking about mattresses. But this, it could be... It could. Especially if you're very sensitive to heat, you might pick it up, you might recognise it.
The other thing to understand is that most mattresses are made out of either like a memory foam or out of some sort of man-made fiber anyway.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if the toppers are going to make super difference in
Yep.
terms of your heat regulation. I think it's more everything else, like the fitted sheet that you're putting over the topper, the stuff that's on top of
Yep.
you, the sheets on top of you, that kind of stuff.
Even down to the clothes you wear in bed as well, because if they are polyester, they can hold the heat as well. If you've got, I thought Josh was going there, but we've actually got a topper out there that's we might have to feature in the show one day. We've got a topper out there that's actually a cooling topper. There's a pillow as well. It's actually cold to touch when you touch it.
Yeah.
So when you first jump into bed, it's cool, and when you roll over it, it's cool. Like it's coolness in there. Now, it's not connected to any power source or anything, so the coolness they can warm up, but there is definitely a bite. Like when you touch it, there's a coolness on it. So you can, because your body's warm and it warms up, it can warm them up. But then when you get out or move, it cools down really quick and it's cool.
Yeah.
They work quite well, but then it's not like a fridge where it's plugged into the power and it's or an air conditioner where it's constantly just cool. It's not like that, but yeah, they're cooling to a degree because of the initial jump in, the initial touch is cool.
Yeah. Yep. Real quick, we had Kerry say that she's currently got a topper and then she's got a protector going over the topper.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting way to do things. I don't know if there's anything wrong with doing it that way.
No, you might squash the topper down a bit with that. If it's comfortable, if it feels good, well, yeah, if it works, it's fine. I don't see there's anything really wrong with it.
Yep. And then the next question we had was from Hayley. She said, sorry if I missed this at the start, but what's the thickness of the toppers? 5
centimetres.
Yeah. So that's, in the bedding world, they call it loft. How lofty is it?
Yeah.
And it gets, our toppers in particular get that loftiness from the quilted walled construction inside of it. So it keeps everything lofty, nice and supportive.
Yep.
So